They told us there was little hope, but what they didn't know, my 2-year-old cat was about to become my father's unexpected healer, defying every medical expectation. I moved from sunny Florida to New York City, not for a new adventure, but because my father was fighting a severe bone marrow tumor. NYC, the city that never sleeps, felt like the loneliest place on earth. My only companion, Sweet Potato, my tiny 2-year-old orange cat. The moment we arrived, she seemed to know. Straight out of her carrier, she ran directly to my father, who was frail in his chair, and without hesitation, jumped onto his lap. My dad, a lifelong dog person, who always said cats were too independent, froze for a second. Then he smiled, the first genuine smile I'd seen from him in weeks. I thought it was just a coincidence, but day after day, Sweet Potato became his shadow, curled on his blanket, her steady purr filling the room like a quiet melody of comfort.
It was like she knew exactly where it hurt, pressing close when treatments left him weak and tired. Slowly, imperceptibly, things began to shift. Dad started talking to her. "Well, how's my little nurse doing today?" He'd stroke her fur, his hands steadier, his eyes softer. Sometimes he even hummed old tunes to her. And then there were the laughs. Sweet Potato was a true diva. She'd sit squarely on his newspaper until he paid attention, or meow indignantly if he went to bed without her. Once, she even climbed onto his shoulder and knocked his glasses off his nose while he dozed, waking him with a deep, genuine laugh, the first since his diagnosis. These moments were too precious to lose, so I started filming them, her purring on his chest, her tiny paw touching his face when he coughed. I uploaded them online, just hoping they'd lift his spirits a little. But what happened next? It was beyond anything I could have ever imagined. The internet responded. But would a wave of online kindness actually be enough? You won't believe what happened next after the internet got involved. Our story went viral. But did the world's kindness make a real difference in my father's fight? Within days, messages flooded in from around the world. Kindness, recovery wishes, and shared stories of animals bringing comfort. My father sat there, tablet on his lap, reading every single comment aloud. With every "get well soon" and "Sweet Potato is an angel," his eyes shone a little brighter. That wave of kindness wasn't just words, it gave him strength. It felt like thousands of strangers were suddenly standing in our living room cheering him on. And then the truly incredible happened. Over the next 2 months, his condition visibly improved. Doctors were astonished by his newfound energy. His color returned. His spirit, once weary and dim, was filled with hope again. He started cracking jokes, making plans, saying, "when I get better," instead of "if I make it." One evening, I found them asleep together in his chair, her tiny paw resting gently on his hand. In that moment, watching them, I realized Sweet Potato hadn't just comforted him, she had healed him in a way no medicine ever could. Sometimes healing doesn't come from a pharmacy or a hospital. Sometimes it comes in the shape of a small ball of fur, with a warm heartbeat and a purr that quietly says, "You're not alone." Sweet Potato didn't just save my father, she saved me too. She taught us that love can be quiet, gentle, and yet unbelievably powerful. This little orange cat brought so much healing. What part of their incredible journey resonated most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below.